Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Natisha and today we're going to discuss the Pat Mcgrath Rose Decadence palette that she just released last week. Woo! Okay, so I am a fan of Pat Mcgrath and it's kind of my guilty pleasure purchases. So when I saw that she released the Rose Decadence, like the promo pictures, initially before she showed like what was in the packaging, I was like, oh, she snuck this one on us. Like, sometimes she gives us a little sneak peek a couple of weeks in advance, but this one was like, boom, sneak peek, boom, 2 days or a couple days later, I got you a new, item. So when I saw the sneak peek, the initial one, I was just like, oh, she's gonna give us a face palette to go with her Rose, Divine Rose collection in Jazz. And I was like, okay, that's sweet. Because, she just came out with Divine Rose 2. So we got 1 and 2. But it is an eyeshadow palette. Which, I'm okay with that too. But I kind of thought it was going to be a blush palette. Because the way it looks, it just looks like she would give a blush palette. So long story short, she came out with her 6-pan palette. And some lip products. And lipsticks and lip liners. I didn't get those yet. I'm gonna wait for one of her sales because she has them pretty often. So I'm gonna wait for one of her sales to come back around. But I did hop on her palette. So this is the Rose Decadence palette. And this goes hand in hand with her 2 other mothership palettes, Rose Divine 1 and Rose Divine 2. So this is kind of like the traveling sister because I don't foresee myself traveling with Divine Rose 1 and 2 just because the packaging is so divine. But I can see myself traveling with this one because this, however, is the same packaging as her Star Wars collection where it just opens like this versus her other 6-pan packages where it was like a trifold with a little string in the middle, which ideally, like, those were cute. But in regards to functionality, they weren't that functional because you had to fight to keep the folds open while you use them. So, but to me, I feel like the 6-pan palettes are easier to travel with when you travel. And most of them have like the full look that you can do. So this is what Rose Decadence is looking like, and this is it says made in USA of US imported ingredients. So what I have noticed is her mothership palettes, the bigger ones, are typically made in Italy. If you watch Calicia Kinkysweats, you know what that's from. Italy. She says it so much better than that, but I just had to say that. But those are made in Italy, and her 6-pan palettes, I've noticed, they're made in USA. So I don't know if that plays in the difference of formula. I don't know. I don't dig too deep into the ingredients, and I'm not really going to do a lot of swatch comparisons. I'll lay that up to Kinkysweats. She has the bomb videos in that regards. So let's look inside of her. So she's got a mirror and it folds all the way back. And I don't know if her star ones fold like that too. I don't know. It seems like there is a possibility that this can be a problem or in regards to wear and tear. Nonetheless, this is what the products is looking like. And let's see what Miss Pat has to say about this on her website. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm going to read her description on the website so I'm getting it correct. She says, this palette, which is the Rose Decadence palette, is a 6-shade love letter to ravishing roses. This limited edition palette is rendered in a swoon-worthy array of cream mattes, incendiary shimmers, and one divinely decadent duochrome, evoking the brilliance and splendor of legendary royal gardens. This stunning bouquet sets eyes passionately alight in luxuriously lightweight, ultra blendable shades, ranging from Park du Mal Mansion inspired pinks in cardinal coral to luminous rose infused metallics, and a fiercely futuristic fuchsia illuminated by ultraviolet sparks. The shades clockwise from left to right, is oh god, I don't want to drop it. From left to right, so from starting from this way going over, and then to this row going over. Clock left to right. Pink Champagne, which is a warm frosted pink. Peach Dust, which is a pink coral matte. Fuchsia Flame, which is a warm pink duochrome with fuchsia purple flash. Golden Honey, which is a light antique gold metallic. Scandalous Rose, which is a bronze metallic. Rose bronze metallic. And Hedonistic Rose, which is a mid-tone pink mauve. Okay, so before I get into the swatches, I wanted to say this. I always get Pat Mcgrath's items on sale. It's only one palette that I didn't get on sale, and that's just because I don't even know. So, that being said, you just keep an eye out when they come out. I'm putting hand sanitizer on my hand. You keep an eye out when her palettes are coming out. Her initial launches, she always gives a percentage off. Plus, you use eBay, which is called Rakuten now. Those together, you give additional percentage off because you get money back. Now, I know one YouTuber who is sponsored by Pat Mcgrath. She right now has a code for 15% off. And Pat Mcgrath often has sales on her website and not the other website, like not Sephora or wherever else she sells, but she tends to have repeatedly sales. She's having a sale now on a lot of her lip products and on Midnight Sun. If you were wanting to get that, that's on sale. So just pay attention to those sales if you're not really wanting to dive into her products at the prices that they are normally. Understandable. So, but she has sales. I always get myself on sale. It was only one product that I didn't get on sale. Shame on me. But that being said, also, it is on Sephora's website. I saw it earlier today. So it's on her website and Sephora's. So whichever one you like to shop more with, choose your pick. So we're going to get into these swatches. I'm going to do finger swatches so you can kind of see a little bit more of the color. And then I'm going to do it on the back of my hand. Then I'm going to get into my one and only look where I use all the colors on the eyes. And that will be it. And then I appreciate you guys stopping by, showing me love. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them down below. Let's get into these swatches. And one more thing, I'm sorry. Repeat colors. Pat Mcgrath said that these are all new colors. I looked in my collection and off of what I looked in, there is no shade, definitely no shade like this pink, which is peach dust. Peach dust, yeah. No shade like this in the collection. No shade like this. None like this. This shade right here looks similar to the shade in her Golden Opulence palette, which was her limited edition palette that started at the beginning of this year, which might I add is one of my favorite palettes. It's an everyday palette. You get your money's worth because you're going to use those shades pretty much every day, and it's on sale for $39. So if you were interested in that palette, I suggest get it because I would have gotten it for that price too. But this shade is similar to that shade in that palette. And then this shade, which is Golden Honey, this shade looks similar to the gold that's in La Vie en Rose. So La Vie en Rose, I don't even think she sells that palette anymore. So if you don't have that palette, you're not going to run into any repeats, especially if you don't have Golden Opulence palette. You're not going to run into any repeats on that palette. So or if you don't have it. So besides that, and then Honestly, I don't think this shade, it looks similar to one of her other shades. I think it might have been maybe a shade in her Star Wars palette. It looks similar, but if you don't have the Star Wars palette, it's not that, you know, not that big a deal. This is limited edition too, so pick and choose. But now that I'm out of breath from all that talking, we're going to get into the swatches. And I am going to start with this row right here. Bada bing is pink champagne. I'm going to go across, and then I'm going to do this one across. So let's get comfortable. Okay, so this is pink champagne. Pink champagne. And this is pink champagne up close. Okay, so this is peach dusk. And this is peach dusk on my hand. I did have to build it up just so that you can see it on camera really good. And it doesn't really have that. It doesn't have that shine. That's just my camera. But this is peach dusk. Okay, and this is fuchsia flame. Fuchsia flame. Okay, and there is fuchsia flame, and this is the one that's kind of, I think this one's still a clone. Maybe not. I can't really see two colors, but no, I don't think this one is still a clone. But that's fuchsia flame, nonetheless. All three colors there, and all three colors here. Okay. Okay, and so this is the bottom row. This is Hedonistic Rose, Scandalous, and Golden Honey. Hedonistic Rose, Scandalous, and Golden Honey. Alright, and these are the colors swatched on my hand. So, those are the swatches up close. Okay, so we're going to do one eye look using the Pat Mcgrath Rose Decadence palette. It's not going to be nothing very fancy schmancy, but again, these are what the colors are looking like up close. And my eyes are already primed. I primed with the Urban Decay Anti-Aging Eye Primer. So I'm going to go in with Peach Dusk, and I am going to use that as my transition color on both eyes. Whoa. She is pigmented, child. So. And this is a Sonia Kashuk brush from Target. Now I'm going to go in, I'm going to use this Juvia's Place definer brush. No, not you. No, Juvia's Place Precision brush. And I'm going into the color, what color is this? This is Hedonistic Rose. Just that color. And I'm just going to dab her into my outer V, since she is the only deep matte shade in the palette. Now I'm going to go with this shade, and this is called Scandalous. Scandalous. And I'm taking this definer pencil from Juvia's Place. Okay, now I'm going to grab this color, and it's called Golden Honey. And I'm going to use the same brush. I'm going to wipe it off just a little bit with my color switch. And we're going to put that. Alrighty, and I am going to take this Morphe times Jaclyn Hill brush JH41, and I am going to apply this light pink, which is called Pink Champagne, under my brow. It's a little... Oh, okay, it's not too bad. Not too bad. But this show is pink. It's pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with this Sonia Kashuk blending brush and I don't have no additional product on here. I just wanna blend these two together so they don't look as separated. Diffuse them out. See? Yeah. Got a lot of lid space, a lot of real estate property. Alright, so I'm going to take this other Juvia's Place brush, go back in that deep shade. Just let's go underneath this eye and give it some love. Going back in this pink, I can't see the names, Peach Dusk. And we're gonna zhoosh the under eye real quickly. And I am going to put a little bit of that dark shade, what she is Hedonistic Rose, right? Yeah. just on the outer part. Just a little. Just a little. Now I'm going to take this e.l.f. What is she? Eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to take the last color that I haven't used today. And this is the Fuchsia Flame. And Fuchsia is going to go under the eye. Okay, so this is what it looks like with my ring light turned down just a little bit, but this is my end results. I used every color in this palette. On a normal basis, I probably wouldn't use every color in this palette, but knowing that you really can makes it seem more like a good buy for your money. And I don't know if now that my lights are off, you can see the kick up. Probably not. This shade, the matte shade peach, whatever peach dusk, had a little bit kick up. But anyways, thank you for watching my video, watching my swatches, my thoughts, my eye look. Do you plan to get this palette? Have you already gotten this palette? What are your thoughts about Pat Mcgrath's, eyeshadow palettes, collection, makeup in general? So thank you for stopping by my channel. Show your girl some love, and I'll see you guys in the next one.